because, to be honest, I had a client at 10 a.m. on 9 a.m. freaking Queensland time, and they pulled out. So I was like, I'm going to do something with my time. And for the first time ever, we're streaming live on TikTok as well. So I'm going to go live on TikTok right now, just because we can. Just because we can. We know how to do it, and life is good. So we're live on Facebook 3 times. We're live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok right now, and I'm very, very, very excited about it. So Monday morning moonshine, what's it about? Nothing in particular. You know what it's about? It's about Monday morning being a time to get started with the week. I feel like if I don't get into the week and just jump in and begin something, begin kind of moving, begin working hard first thing in the morning, then I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle to get really into it throughout the day. I'm going to struggle to be productive. Even if I've had a fantastically lovely morning, it can be a little tough sometimes. So what we're going to do, guys, by the way, why moonshine? Why moonshine? A very good question. You know why? Because we're heading to the moon, and I believe we all deserve to shine. There we go. There's my camera's looking a little better now. Fantastic. Make sure I'm on the right audio as well. This is great news. Great news indeed. If you're watching, guys, say hello to me. Say hello to me on whatever platform you're on. I'll be very, very excited to see you here. But yeah, Monday morning moonshine. We're all heading to the moon, and I believe that we all have a chance to shine. I've got iced coffee today. It's not a moonshine. It is a morning where it's much hotter than usual. Surprisingly warm and lovely and sunny outside. And today I wanted to talk about, really, just as the first episode, we'll see how long this goes on for. I'd love to do this every week. We'll talk today about, the macro of starting an online business, what it really looks like having this online business. And to do that, I'll start with where I'm at now. And I want to make this about you guys, not about me. But to do that, I need to actually give you some context as to what I'm talking about and why I feel I have permission to talk about it. Because, I appreciate anyone watching, and I appreciate anyone who's here. However, I understand that you've got other things to do on a Monday morning. You've got other things to do with your life. Some might be working, some might be with your family, some might be out there just enjoying the day. Fantastic. But, if you choose to be here and listen, then I feel like I would love to give you, just a bit of context as to why I believe I can give you advice, because I would never come and give you unsolicited advice. Say hello in the comments if you're here, by the way. I've been in online business. I've been in business for about 9 years now. 9 years. I started my first catering business when I was 22, my first cafe when I was 23. And then from then on, I went through a bunch of different iterations of online business, deciding where I was going to go, what I wanted to do with it. And it brought me to the coaching world. And I'll explain how that happened. So for those who don't know me, I was working in hospitality for probably about 12 years. When I left school, I had 0 prospects, because although I was quite good at school, I didn't want to go to uni, didn't want to go anywhere, didn't want to have anything to do with tertiary education. So I actually went into cooking. I became a chef. I did a chef apprenticeship, and I worked in a hospital kitchen for my first year on about $8 an hour. And then I moved into restaurants and various different restaurants. And over about 5-6 years, owning my own cafe, I did a bunch of things that involved me cooking and waiting, bartending, sommeliering, which is wine, at different levels, and kind of just moving myself up and down through this hospitality spectrum. However, what happened was I let the food, the alcohol, the hours get on top of me. And I actually kind of put on a whole bunch of weight, and it wasn't great for me. So I put on a whole bunch of weight. I was come up to 90 kilos, which for someone my height is pretty chunky, and I wasn't very muscly. So I was like, beefy boy. And it was a bit of a tough one, to be honest. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly open up Facebook. I've not used this streaming software before. I'm not sure if anyone is, I can't tell if anyone's watching. It's an interesting one. It's a very interesting one. So anyhow, I'm going through my hospitality career, and putting on lots of weight. And then I actually had this big weight loss journey, which was fantastic. Had a weight loss journey. I was very happy to do it. Lost about 20 kilos. And I did that through basically just getting home from work every day, sitting on my exercise bike and just watching the whole movie whilst exercise biking, because I could not, edit the diet element of my life that much, being in hospitality, being in cooking and food, had to drink and eat whatever I was given. So I actually ended up just losing a whole bunch of weight, getting healthier. And then I started making like healthy cooking videos on the internet. Started making healthy cooking videos just for fun, like how to make a freaking stew, how to make scrambled eggs, that sort of thing. And I was on YouTube and I was trying to be a YouTuber back when YouTubers were like, vlogging, they were daily vlogging. And I was like, okay, I'll do this. I'll make videos. You can probably tell I like making videos. I was having fun. So I was, daily vlogging, watching videos, making videos of myself every day, and like stay up all night editing. And it was really fun. And within that, I started like doing these montages of me making breakfast. And they were really good montages, and people just liked the cooking more than the actual rest of it. And I was like, okay, I get it. You don't want me, you want advice. And I understand that now, because online business is not about just you doing you. It is, but you have to give value as well. You have to teach people something. You have to show them something. And that's so with this story, I can hopefully give you a bit of a roller coaster of what happened and the lessons I learned along the way. So the first one being, when I was making these videos every day, no one cared about me if I wasn't giving value to them. And unless I was super entertaining or super funny, I wasn't giving enough value. So the cooking videos became a way that I could be like, okay, I can help. I can give people something. So I started making these videos like every day. And I actually formed this whole new Facebook page around it where I'd go and review cafes and I'd review restaurants, and I would do videos and blogs and cook and make healthy, treats and options. And it got quite a bit of a following. I had about 2,000 followers on it, which was fun. And one day, I was just doing this on a whim. I had no idea how I was going to make money off it. That's the second thing about online business. You can definitely do what you want to do. And you're listening to Gary Vee and stuff, and he's like, man, if you want to just talk about peanut butter, then just talk about freaking peanut butter, and you'll be the peanut butter guy. 4 TikToks a day. Like, I do not have a plan, but I'm going to make money off this somehow. I'm like 24, 25, so I don't really have many responsibilities. So that was good at the time. 31 now. Goodness gracious me. Old boy. So then I got a call from this company, and they were like, hey, man, we saw you downloaded one of our, ebooks. And I was like, what's a freaking ebook? He's like, downloaded one of our ebooks about how to start a coaching business. And I was like, oh, yeah, probably did. May have. He's like, what kind of coach are you? I was like, I don't really think I am a coach. I don't really know what coaching is. I make cooking videos online. He's like, oh, you're a health coach. I was like, I'm a health coach. He's like, you're a health coach, my friend. What if we could show you how to turn that into a business and make upwards of $250,000 a year? And I was like, yeah, show me. He's like, well, as luck would have it, we give you away a few spots valued at $1,000. $1,000 phone call where you can actually be on the phone with someone. They'll coach you through how to start this business. And I was like, goodness gracious me, $1,000. Why would you give it to me? Are you sure? And I was bought into the whole thing. And now being on the other side of the wall, I know exactly what they're doing. It's the booking call. It's the lead magnet. It's calling you out of the blue, putting some urgency and some scarcity on the phone call. Another thing I learned on my online business is that, and I was like, yeah, I'm eating this up. I was so excited. I was telling my fiance at the time, I'm like, oh, I've got this freaking phone call valued at $1,000. They're going to teach me how to start an online business. I can make 200 grand a year. And she's like, okay, I don't know what that means. Went for the phone call, bought this $20,000 program. Anyway, how's that? We're back on. We are back on. I don't know how much I lost. Christian, are we back? Let me know, brother. Let me know. Online business lesson number 11. Get yourself a fantastic right-hand man like Christian, and he'll tell you when your audio's gone out on your live stream that you're winging, So that's fantastic. All good now. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate that. Really, and that's my first comment on the live stream, and it does come through here. That's fantastic news. So yeah, no worries. A lot of coaches, a lot of online business people, they will say, and this is what led me in, they're like, if you make a $2,000 sale once a week, then you got a six-figure business. But you only got a six-figure business if you make a $2,000 sale and get all the money in the bank on the day, and do that for a year consistently. If you do what I was doing, saying, I had a $10,000 week and I made 5 sales at $2,000, but only took a $200 deposit from each of them, I actually had a $1,000 week. I did $10,000 worth of sales revenue, but not in the bank. You can't spend the other $9,000 that you don't have yet. Can't do it. Well, it's like, a credit card, but it's cash in the bank, right? So long story short, but anyone's watching, so that's fantastic. I moved into this, a few different options because online business was never kind of doing it for me. I was never making the freedom lifestyle I wanted. I don't really know what was missing at the time. Well, I didn't at the time. And I was like, I can sell, I can do marketing. What was missing was like a valuable offer. And it was just too wishy-washy, my offer. What I was doing was kind of helping people to lose weight sustainably. And while that's a massive thing that people need to do, it's not very sexy to, after 12 weeks, have really great habits, but you haven't really lost a bunch of weight. Maybe you've lost a few kilos and you've got great habits moving forwards, but like you can't really sell the results that much because there's people out there doing $97 programs where you can lose 12 kilos in 12 weeks. And that is amazing results, right? That's much better for marketing. What happens is probably after 3 months, the habits that they've done to lose that 12 kilos maybe isn't what they can sustain longer. They can't sustain that any longer, right? So for me, I was aiming to change people's lives for the long term, kind of like a Jamie Oliver, like going in and like helping people eat better and cook for their families and sit at the dinner table and like walk every morning and drink water. And while that's really, really, really important in the long term, most people were not doing it in the marketing space because it's boring to look at. Who's invited me to go live? I don't want to go live with you. I don't know who you are. No, I can't go live with this guy right now. But whoever just invited me to go live on TikTok, thank you. I can't go live with you right now because I'm doing this live over here and it wouldn't make sense. But once I finish my story, let's go live together. So, where was I? Oh yeah, didn't have a great value offer, right? So that's another massive lesson. And probably the biggest lesson in online business is you have to have a really, really good offer that people want. And this is the biggest part of marketing right now. You can write great ad copy. You can do amazing videos. You can do lots of live streams and content and all this stuff. But you don't have a great offer, and people aren't going to be interested. And so I've got 2 businesses now, right? 2 businesses right now. One is digital marketing for coaches and consultants. We help coaches and consultants to generate leads for their business so they can make more money. That's a massive one, right? That's a huge one. Good offer. The other one, which I'm live streaming on right now for the first time ever, is my offline Ep1 business. And offline Ep1, that's more of a personal brand. And that is kind of targeted at online business owners and people, anyone who spends too much time on the internet for work, really helping them to actually be more productive by doing less, not in like a productivity hack kind of way, but in a disconnecting from the computer, disconnecting from our screens and our phones kind of way that allows us to actually be happier, be more productive, be more energetic. And in that, you will be able to not only create a better family life, a better, mental and physical health, but also probably, if you do it right, make more money, have a more successful business. So both my businesses right now are helping people to make more money in their online business. So that's a good offer. In the health space, I didn't have a very good offer. So I joined a couple of network marketing companies, and these were the ones that allowed me to do that sexy marketing. Take these shakes, use these systems, use these supplements, and you can get the washboard abs. You can lose weight. You can go to these, use these like online workouts and stuff. And you're allowed to use the marketing companies' imagery and their resources. And so I was able to sell these programs by having the washboard abs, the massive transformations on my site. So that was great news. However, I was not a very good network marketer. And what I realized was I'd only learned to sell high ticket things. I'd only learned to sell like a $2,000 and up program. I couldn't sell a $35 protein shake, pack of protein. And that's another thing I learned about online business is learning to sell doesn't just mean you've learned to sell. It means you learn to sell that one thing. I wasn't very good at selling. I was just good at selling that one thing. And so learning sales as well. There's a difference between learning high ticket closing, between learning to sell through DMs, between learning to sell face to face. Network marketers sell in a whole different way. And it's basically just referrals. They're so good at it. Good network marketers, like I know, can sell ice to an ice salesman. The other word I was going to use, you can't say anymore. But essentially, through network marketing, which I thought was going to be that golden ticket to get me to that successful online business I always wanted, I wanted to essentially, have a product behind me, and this was going to be my thing. So many golden tickets in online business that you need to ignore, so many shiny objects that you need to ignore and just stay focused on what you're doing. And what I realized was that, I was just constantly chasing something other than what I was currently doing. And what I was currently doing was trying to do one coaching program, one thing over and over again to the point where I had lots of clients and lots of cash flow and a great life. However, every time something cool came along, because it wasn't going great, I would go and be like, yep, I'll add some network marketing. Yep, I'll add some supplements. Yep, I'll do some YouTube videos. Yep, I'll do that olive oil partnership. I had like a partnership with an olive oil company. I got free tuna, all this random shit. Excuse my language. And shiny objects, online business lesson number 16. Shiny object syndrome is very, very tough and can absolutely grab you if you are not succeeding in the one thing you're doing. Don't chase anything else. And for me, a great rule I've got for that one is if you're not making $10,000 a month in the one thing you're doing, don't try and find another thing yet. Get yourself to $10,000 a month in the one thing you're doing, and then try and find another thing if you want to. You'd probably be better off not doing it, but if you have to, if you got one of these minds like me where it's like, grab, then wait till you make $10,000 a month and then go and try something else on top, as long as it's not going to take away from the income you're making originally. Online business lesson number 17. Too many people walk away from a stream of income to start another one. All you want to do is add. Only ever add. Never let something else, take away from your primary stream of income. My new personal brand business is not going to take away from my digital marketing company. It won't. It's not. It's going to be fine because I've got a great team and some great systems. It'll work. They'll both grow together simultaneously. So the next thing that happened was we started this great little company, my friends and I, where we were selling high ticket, big bulk packages of supplements. And we were doing this with a huge group program where we taught people a bunch of stuff. And it was very confusing. And there was lots and lots of content. It was overwhelming, but we made a bunch of money off it. Well, the company did. I made a bit of money off it. And it was just overwhelming and confusing because there were like 11 coaches in it. And you got this program, you had this online portal. And if you wanted to do this, you could. If you wanted to do yoga, you could. And we're trying to do like what Chris Hemsworth is doing with his fitness app. But we weren't Chris Hemsworth. We didn't have the marketing behind us or the money or the brand. And what we did was we just like winged it and made a whole bunch of sales really, really fast. And then it all crashed down because we didn't have any systems to support it, right? So we screwed up again because on one hand, progression over perfection is great. Just going in, making sales and figuring it out, get the cash flow, figure it out later. However, at the speed we were going, we kind of just like broke a bunch of rules, pissed off a bunch of people. And this company we thought was going to be our big thing, it wasn't. It didn't work for us. So eventually, I went back to doing what I was doing. I had a bit of a living, health coaching, and I went back to restaurants. I was just working in restaurants the whole time. Online business lesson number 18. If it's not working yet, keep your day job. Keep your day job and do your job on the side. That's completely fine. Do your job on the side and you'll be okay. Because, online business at the best of times, you can do it in like 4 or 5 hours a day. And if you work a day job and you spend 3 extra hours a day on your online business, then, you're going to get there eventually and you're going to pay your bills and you'll be able to make decisions logically rather than emotionally because you're not stressed about money and rent. And every time I've had a day job, I've done better than I did when I didn't have a day job and I was trying to just go full time into online business, right? So that's lesson number 18 or something. Basically, what I'm getting at here, guys, is that this took about 8 years from start to finish, from my first business where I was, trying to make these cooking videos and stuff to now. I really had a lot of ups and downs, lots and lots of ups and downs. And the only time I've really been able to actually support my family or any sort of lifestyle full time off this was in the last year. Well, 2 years now since the babies were born. My goodness, they're 2 years old nearly. And it took a long time and it took a lot of mistakes and a lot of lessons to get here. And by no means am I, hugely wildly successful. I think I have a great, version of whatever society calls success. I've got a wife and kids and, can afford rent in a nice house and, work for myself whenever I want to. It's pretty great. But it didn't happen overnight. And now that I'm here, the two things that come to mind are, one, I'm really happy with what I've got. Now I want some more of it, as in I realize that these businesses are scalable and we can get more freedom and we can create more abundance in our lives, have more choices, more options, not to worry about, spending a bit of extra money on a holiday or an emergency bill or whatever, getting the grass re-turfed because there were floods and it's knackered. But also, and this is what I'm going to get into over the coming weeks, is that the more time we spend on screens, the more time we spend, in the metaverse, streaming, that sort of thing, the slower, the more I want to simplify, the more I want to disconnect from things. And so my focus now is during the day, during work hours, get really efficient with this. And I want to teach you guys and bring you on this journey. I'm halfway there. Get really effective and efficient with the online getting work done. And then on the outside, disconnect as much as possible. I just went to a farm for 4 days. It was amazing. Had very little phone signal. I was barefoot the whole time, getting wet, getting sunny. It was awesome. And this is kind of where I want my business to go now. And what I want to help you guys do as well, if you want to, is to actually get a lot of stuff done on your work days, make a living online, make a life offline. And that is what this next chapter in my life is about. It is how can we be as effective as possible using the amazing tools that technology has given us without being sucked in and living in the metaverse like so many people I think will. If they want to, that's great, no worries. But for me and for my daughters, my family, I'd love us to be still pretty connected to nature. So that's half an hour, guys. I wanted to go to 10:30. And that's been my live stream. Monday morning moonshine, because we're going to the moon and you all get a chance to shine. But I'm drinking coffee, which is like morning moonshine anyway. I hope you guys had a fun little live stream with me. Anyone who's been watching, there's been viewers coming in and out the whole time. We're on TikTok. Anyone there? What's going on? And I'll catch you guys next week for another episode of Monday Morning Moonshine. Whatever episode whatever streaming platform you're watching on, thank you so much. Catch you next week. And if I can figure out how to end this stream, we'll do it. Yeah, there we go. See you guys. Bye.